Good day, guys. Welcome back to this channel. So, before we get started, if you have not subscribed, make sure you click on that subscribe button, like and share. So, let's take a look at S&P for the next day. We saw that the market did actually not open today, which is for the 26th, because of the public holiday. So, we believe the market will open for the next day, which is tomorrow. So, in order to be able to predict such movements, right? First of all, we would want to ask ourselves the trend for such movements before you place any assets, before you place trade on any assets, right? First question is, what is the trend for that movement? And markets do makes three movements, either an uptrend movement, downtrend movement, or a ranging markets movement. So we can see that as here from this movement, right, we clearly can see that this is a down trend movement on this S&P 500. Now when you take a look at this recent move that is being made on S&P, this is a downward movement. You can see majority of all our stocks are actually dropping. So this is one of the reasons why we are seeing a drop on S&P 500, because many of these 500 stocks are actually dropping. So let's take a look at this as like an impulse move, and we will take this to be a correction, and again another impulse move, and we would now see this to be a correction. After the correction, what do we expect next? Of course, we expect a further drop. But when you take a look at this drop, this huge candlestick we are seeing here, the lows of it actually broke this previous lows. So now then a pullback was made. After this pullback, what do we expect? We expect a further drop. So for the next day, we expect S&P 500 to go bearish, should give us a bearish move. You can also see it that it is also trading below the 10 period moving average. And we all know once this price trades below the 10 period moving average, then it is a sell movement. We have to go ahead and sell. So this is what S&P is actually giving us. Now that should take us to the 4-hour time frame. So you can now see the trend on the 4-hour time frame. When we take a look at this movement from here, you can clearly see a lower lows and a lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So let's start it from here. You see this to be a lows and a lower highs or a correction. Anyone you want to see it as, then a new lows, and this will be considered to be a correction, right? A new lows, and we will take this to be a correction, and now this is a lows, right? This lows actually broke the previous lows if you watch it closely, because a huge candlestick wick is sticking out of it. Then you consider this to be a correction. After the correction, what do you expect? A further drop. So let's see if this correction is over by using our Fibonacci retracement. So let's see what it will actually give us. So we've now seen this correction is close to a level of 23.6. I do say it that Fibonacci, once it is giving us a pullback, there are two major levels price will get to before it actually reverses back. That is, if it is giving us a pullback, it should get to a level of 23.6 before we get that drop on S&P, right? Before we get that drop on any trade when we want to place, or we will see it roll up and hit a level of 38.2 before we get to that, before we get that drop. So basically, we will want to be watching out for two level on Fibonacci, which is a level of 23.6 and a level of 38.2. So since it is at a level of 23.2.6, right, we should be expecting a drop on S&P. And if in case this price eventually goes up, then we should find that rejection at a level of 38.2, but I don't think it will actually get to that level of 38.2. So I personally, or I would advise we should actually watch out for a level of 33.6. And if in case it goes to a level of 38.2, then still no problem. You can go ahead and take your sales. All you just have to do is go on your 30 minutes time frame where you can spot multiple break or structure downward on your 30 minutes time frame. Then I think that would be a good opportunity to go ahead and sell. If not, you might just want to stay hanging on the asset.